walk you through my pole barn and what I'm going to do to frame it, insulate it, and yep, I've had it up since October, and now the weather's getting nicer. I'm ready to insulate it. So it's a 30 by 40. I would have churned it the other direction, but my property line wouldn't allow it. So there it is. Got the two 12 by 11 insulated doors, 12-inch overhang all around it. A couple windows and a steel door. Let's go inside. It's a mess right now, but two insulated overhead doors. Trusses are 4 foot on center, and I have the whole thing wrapped with vapor barrier, the walls and ceiling. It's just this, looks like bubble wrap actually to me. Got two garage door openers, and as you can see right now, I got temporary electricity until I run my electricity. 12-foot ceilings. So I'm going to be putting this on the ceiling and walls. I think it's 29 gauge, I believe. It's got a little texture to it. Probably can't see that very well, but so it's a mess right now, but there's all my framing wood, 8x10s, 12s, and there's all the insulation. I've got R30 for the ceiling and R19 for the walls. So first thing I did, or I'm doing, is putting these baffles in, air baffles, so that the air can go up from the soffit all the way up to the ridge vent. And I just bought those at Home Depot. They're pretty cheap. It's like $15 for a pack of 10. Pretty cheap. Then I'm going to start with this wall here, framing this wall in. And I went through and sealed up all the gaps with the grate stuff. It's kind of messy, but it works. Then I taped all the joints of the vapor barrier with tape, because you can see, if I don't, air can get in that overlap. So I taped them. The plan is I'm going to match the horizontal supports, and then I'll stand up 12-foot vertical metal. I've got to do a little bit of framing on the end, because as you can see, there's nothing to nail the ceiling to on this end. So that's what I'm going to do. I already put one up. Just put me a board going across there, and I got to put another one underneath to nail the wall to and the trim. This is the kind of trim I'm using. It's not exactly J-channel, but it's, I guess, soffit. So basically the walls will tuck up into this slot and the ceiling on this slot, so it kind of gives it a clean look. It only added maybe $100 to the whole job, so I think it's going to look good. But I'll keep you updated. I don't plan on doing anything to the ceiling except for putting the piece of the metal on it and putting the R30 insulation on top of it. But before I do that, I'll have to run electrical. So, all right. See you in a bit. All right, well, I got my first little wall section framed. Just testing out the insulation. I framed some horizontals going across. Put the baffles in. I'm starting to tuck some insulation just to see how it's going to hold. Again, this is R19. Not sure about that gap, but we'll figure it out. So yeah, one section framed, a lot more to go. See ya. Okay, haven't updated you for a while. I'll take these off, but got a little bit done. I got this wall, all the horizontals framed in all the way down. I ended up putting a double on the bottom in case they kick the metal. I don't want the metal bending real easy. And I put some insulation up there just to see how it's going to fit. And now, getting ready to frame this wall. I'll let you know how it goes later. Okay, I'm back. Well, I got a little bit more done. Let me show you. I'm not a professional. So, I got one section of this wall done. And it was easier because I'm doing it by myself, just to go ahead and stack one on top of the other. So it can hold one end. It's about a 10-foot piece. The tricky part was up top up here. I had to make room for the ceiling and for the wall. It's better to see on the end. So again, I'm not a professional, but that's the way I did it. Got 3 pieces. That way I could put the ceiling on and the wall. That's what I got so far. So I'm gonna do the center section next, and then this section, and I'll get back with you. See ya. Okay, rookie mistake. Okay, here we go. Let me show you. So, I did this wall. Everything looks straight. And these are, I guess, 4x6s. They're not squares. So I did this wall. I framed it on the 4-inch side. And you can see the width is the 6-inch side. So, I made a mistake. I have to make up 2 inches. And that's how I did it. That's real barn wood. 2x4s. Just spaced it out 2 inches, and now it's straight. You can probably see from this angle that these look straight. Then you go to this one, and it's kind of hard to see from your angle, but not straight. So I fixed those 3. And I got 1, 2, 3, and then that beast up there. My bad. See ya. Okay. End of day 1 is a long day. Let's see. Got quite a bit done. I woke up around 7 o'clock and been working out here all day. It doesn't really look like it. Maybe I had a couple hour break, but anyway, here's where we're at. You've already seen this wall. It's all done. Ready? This wall's done completely and ready. Ready for insulation and electrical. I did fix that mistake I made earlier on both sides. Again, I used barn wood, 2-inch barn wood. I got most of this wall ready. And what I have left, I'll probably do tonight, is frame in the windows. So once that's done, ready for electrical and insulation. I'm not sure I'll do the windows yet. I gotta do some research. But anyway, that's where we're at. See you later. Bye. Okay, well, this is an update on the barn, and it's been several months since I've updated, so I'm going to walk you through pretty much the final product, and still a few things I want to do, but as you can tell, it's winter time, and I can't get a whole lot done right now. It's just not motivated when it's cold out. So anyway, there it is. I put some outdoor speakers for when the kids are playing basketball out here. Let's go take a look at it. It's still kind of messy. But here is pretty much the final product. Got all the metal's done, all the electricity's done. Everything's done. Let's see, let's walk over here. I don't have my shop completely organized, but I got lots of storage space. All these cabinets. I got that from a doctor's office downtown. They're nice cabinets, nice and thick. Plenty of storage. Then I built these 3 workbenches. I'm not done with the top of that one. I want to finish it with some kind of coating or maybe a piece of hardwood. A lot of storage bins under here. And I built 2 workbenches. This is basically my wood shop right here. I do a lot of woodworking and furniture making. So that's my wood shop, and I built these. It's just MDF with 3/4 inch plywood, 2x4 framing. Built this one, and I built that one. That's for hobbies and just whatever. And I've had this one for a while, but I added the 2 shelves in the side cabinets. Let's turn this way. I hung my kayak up here. Got my boat. It's kind of messy, sorry. Got the TV with it's got the free signal from the outside, high def, and I've got internet hooked out to here. Got some speakers in here. I built those speakers. They have some really good sound quality to them. More shelving here, some storage bins, and I do a lot of fishing, so this is my fishing area, fishing rod storage. I made those, and I'm actually going through my fishing stuff now, organizing it. It's a mess. Got my toolboxes. I got 3 of them down here, and one thing I didn't show you guys is I put a coating on this floor. It's probably hard to see, but it's just a simple clear coat. It's pretty durable and stuff. Wipes right up. It doesn't go down into the concrete. That's what I'm heating the barn with right now. It's just a 80,000 BTU propane heater, and it heats it up about 15 minutes and pretty much stays warm. It's really insulated, which helps. Again, final product. It's a mess right now, sorry. Let's get a view from over here. It's not real big, but big enough for me and what I want to do. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I got all my wires coming here for the TV and the speakers, and let's see, it's a Yamaha system. Let's turn on some regular radio here.
Written by Red.
So it's got Bluetooth. I can hook my phone up to it. While I'm here, I'll show you my electrical box. Pretty simple. I brought a 100 amp service out here. I've got room for expansion. I added my camper plug-in for the outside, 30 amp. All that works. I framed the the doors and windows in, just with some pine, 1x6 pines, and trimmed it out. It's not the best looking trim, but it works. Let me show you the. Put white on the bottom, just look a little bit better. I didn't go over my electrical, but I have 3 circuits total in here. Each have 2 4-gang boxes on it, and each run has GFCI plug on it. Probably don't need that, but I went ahead and added it anyway, just in case. Added a fan controller. I think it's 5 speed for that fan. It really moves it with both of them on. In the summertime, it's great. But yeah, that's about it. If you have any questions or want me to show you how I did something, let me know. Again, I'm not an expert by any means. It's just I want to do it by myself inside here, and did all of it by myself. The wife helped out a little bit. Other than that, I did everything myself. So let me know what you think, and give me any suggestions. Talk later. Bye.